Currencies to keep your eye on in 2024. My 5 that I think you need to have on your watch list that could be big plays. And we're going to break all of that down in this video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Timmy Crypto. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep up to date with the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency, as well as the hottest meme coins, cryptocurrencies, airdrops, and everything else. We cover it all here on the channel. So smash that like button and let's get into top 5 cryptocurrencies for 2024. So we know the market's been a bit of an interesting one over the course of the last week. We've seen meme coins absolutely ascend, as well as things like ICP, Quant, and many others really start to move. But as we look forward into 2024, what are going to be the big players? Now, obviously, this isn't an exhaustive list, and equally, I'm not a mind reader in the sense that I think these are going to be absolutely insane. However, when you look at the fundamentals that sit behind them and what they have coming in 2024, then I think these could be very, very good players. And like I said, worthwhile definitely keeping them on your watch list. So let's dive straight into it and start with the first one that I think is going to be a big player, and that is ARBITRUM. Now, I was talking a little bit about this on my live stream, and Ethereum layer 2 ultimately born out of the need to scale Ethereum. Now, why does ARBITRUM feel like it's going to be a big one? Well, a number of things. They have the ARBITRUM orbit, which is launching your own chain in the ARBITRUM orbit. Is an interconnected universe of customizable chains. Now, you might be thinking, well, why does that make a difference? What that allows is airdrops. ARBITRUM apparently is going to be having some massive airdrops coming out of this chain next year as more and more chains go onto the ARBITRUM orbit. They obviously are able to scale massively, and I think that's very important. And if I was to tell you that the total value locked up on ARBITRUM right now is more than the total value of Solana and AVAX combined, it tells you exactly what's going on in the background with ARBITRUM. And I think this is going to be one that will just out of nowhere start to see VC money come in, big price predictions and big price moves. And I think as people rake up to what's going on with ARBITRUM, it could definitely be one to have in your portfolio. We've been talking about it on my channel since about 85 cents. Again, it is a big player. Do not underestimate the potential of the airdrops that are going to come out on this chain as well. It's going to be very interesting. Low transactional cost, massive throughput. And like I said, the ARBITRUM orbit is going to be a big player in the space for sure. Now, on a similar story, CHAINLINK. Now, I've got to give a shout out here to Daniel Gayton. He's been telling me to get into CHAINLINK forever, and I haven't really looked into it. But when you do, you truly understand that CHAINLINK is almost the foundation in which the entire cryptocurrency ecosystem is built. And here at CHAINLINK Labs is where they are giving away just a hint of what's coming. It says here, there's 2 words I want you to be mindful of: interoperability and infrastructure. When you combine the two, you start to really understand what CHAINLINK is all about. CHAINLINK Labs says, we're a world-class team of results-oriented developers, academics, seasoned executives, and startup operators building next-generation data and interoperability infrastructure. What does it mean? Well, the reality is that albeit decentralized finance is great, we want to seamlessly move money using the blockchain securely and cheaply. However, when you're using multiple chain, you're bridging, it's costing you a fee. There's all of these other nuances you have to work through: MetaMask, Polygon network, you know, all the kind of craziness that comes in. What's CHAINLINK trying to do? Building the internet of contracts. How do you bring Web3 as a standard and bring everything together? And I think that, for me, is exactly the next generation of blockchain, Web3, whatever you want to call it. And I think CHAINLINK will be that one that holds everything together. They will be the one that brings the entire ecosystem and allows throughput from a number of different chains, whether that be on-chain, off-chain, and compatibility. And I think that will be revolutionary in terms of allowing people to really make sure their cryptocurrency is working for them. Yield farming or airdrop farming or liquidity farming, whatever it is, it's going to open the access and it's going to open the door to many opportunities. So CHAINLINK definitely going to be one you need to keep your eye on. Thirdly, MakerDAO. Now, MakerDAO is ultimately the brainchild behind DAI, a stablecoin. Now, we obviously know that, you know, regulation is going to come to stablecoin, and ultimately, what does this look? DAI is one of those that just sits under the real forefront. USDC, USDT, obviously the big players. However, the Maker token, the MakerDAO, is going to be very interesting. Once again, they've got some pretty big things coming for the DAI stablecoin as well as the MakerDAO token. People have their view, and ultimately a decentralized governance token that comes in. 400 applications and services have integrated the DAI stablecoin, including wallets, DeFi platforms, games, and more. And I think as we move through this next year of stablecoin, as regulations, as ETF launches come on, People are going to be looking for that stable coin that's really solid. People are still curious about Tether. People are still unsure about USDC. DAI, backed by the Maker token, very, very solid fundamentals. And again, a lot's coming with this platform. They're integrating into more and more applications and integrating into much more in terms of gaming, and their foundation and developers continue to grow. So definitely not one to sleep on. Maker token, I think it could be a very, very good one. Right, I'm throwing a curveball in. I've heard this talked about a few times and I started looking into it. This one is pretty interesting. Traderjo. Now, Traderjo on the Avalanche chain. Avalanche, I think, will be a big player next year. Given its mass potential for scalability, then Avalanche will be a big player. Now, Traderjo is ultimately decentralized trading, offering rewards based in USDC, which I think is fantastic. And you can trade everything you want on there. AVAX, Ethereum, ARBITRUM, BTC, as many more, all paid out, like we said, in USDC. You can see some of the APIs. And this kind of links into what we were talking about when we think about Chainlink and many others. How do you get your cryptocurrency to work for you? And Traderjo is one of those new ones built on Avalanche, which, what does that mean? Brings us cheap fees, allows us to interact just like going to the shops. And I think that's very, very important. Again, they have a number of different parts that you can do it. And equally, you can see some of the trading volume. Look at the volume in the last 24 hours, $66.5 million traded on AVAX alone, just on Traderjo. So definitely could be an interesting one, once again, to see how this plays out. Again, there's expected some airdrops as well as many other things. Trading, pooling, staking, and NFTs on this platform could be an absolute monster when it comes to 2024. And finally, and it would be remiss of me if I didn't talk about this next coin. I've been talking about this one on the channel, and I truly think 2024 is the year for this fully scalable layer one. Drop in the comments what you think it is, and that is Casper. Casper, now this has been on a rampage. We've been talking about this on the channel for such a long time, but the biggest and best scalable layer one on the block DAG. This thing is going to be absolutely monstrous. As soon as the Rusty upgrade, the TS11 upgrade comes to this chain, we're going to be seeing massive amounts of scalability, huge transactional speed going through. And I think Casper really, truly could revolutionize just how we truly look at decentralization and ultimately how we look at these layer ones. And I think Casper really is going to set a precedent for speed, cheapness, and security. So it would be absolutely remiss of me to not talk about it. All of these, I think, have a very big potential in 2024, not only just from the fundamentals, but actually the fact that you are able to get into some of these right now at a fraction of the cost in what I think they're going to be in 2024. But I'm always interested to know what you think. Do you think this list is somewhere near? Were some of these on your list for 2024? And if there's any that I've missed, then let me know in the comments down below. I do enjoy these videos. If you want to see something like this every single month, smash that like button. If you want me to cover off 5 coins that might be the big thing for the next month, I'm always happy to do it. And look, I appreciate every single one of you watching the video. We'll be looking at this next year and see how we get on. As ever, don't forget, smash the like button on your way out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.